Hey everyone, Rappaport here. Welcome back to episode 2 of Slow and Steady. Today we're picking up right where we left off, focusing on my overall towers progression. As you can see, we started July 29th, 2025. My lifetime coin earning has increased to 9.3 billion, and I've managed to push Tier 12 Wave 31. Throughout the week, I tried to push every tier as far as possible. I did unlock additional gems, a few stones, a few skins. Some of it we'll be using later in this video. But let's jump over to my workshop. Not a whole lot has changed over here. Rend armor still locked, still not going to do it. Wall still not unlocked, still not going to do it. But I did manage to unlock enemy attack level skip and enemy health level skip. And might I say, what a huge difference that has made during my runs. I wish I would have done it sooner. Aside from that, the only thing I've upgraded in here is I put a couple points into damage, put a couple points into the health, and a couple points into absolute defense. It was roughly 1 billion into coins. Moving on to my labs. I know last time we talked about me having core stats, which I still fully support. I think you need a good core foundation. But I decided to put a pause on the core stats, and that being like the health, the damage, the attack speed, and I shifted my focus over to my ultimate weapon, as you can see researching right now. But let's look at the lab. So I did stop at a good healthy stopping point, 28, 32, 17, 16, health 33. Basically what I've decided is to go ahead and put 2 full weeks into the ultimate weapons, specifically Chain Lightning and Chronofield. Then after 2 weeks completes, I will pause those labs and flip back over to the core research. My idea is that it will be a good balanced approach. That way, not to get too many things in one bucket, if you will. The only big change that will happen is when I manage to save up 14 billion coins. I know it's going to be kind of a grind. I know I could be researching other things, but I really want to get that double black hole. So 14 million coins. When I do eventually get the coins, I will pause 1 lab slot and I will fast track that research. On to tournaments. Well, let me just say about tournaments. I had a big reality check. Platinum League clapped me back to gold. I placed 27th. I was not prepared for the Platinum League, nor was my labs. So I got demoted back down to gold tier, as you guys can see. And ironically, I did even worse in gold tier, placing 11th, where prior weeks I placed 7th and 4th. But I think gold is a good place to hang out for right now. It allows some of those labs to get completed. On a side note about tournaments, just something I've noticed and I wanted to share. If you go under the tournament info tab, it's that little I. Hit the I button and look at it. So let's say, for example, you're competing in gold tier. It says tier 5 plus. If during the week, you want to see kind of where you'll place run-wise within the tournament, flip over and do a tier 5 run. Just during the week, do a tier 5 run. For every 500 waves, at least in my case, You can expect to complete 100 waves during the tournament. I've tested this out a few times during the tournaments, and it holds up. So I know I'm in gold. I should get around 450 waves. It's a ballpark figure, but knowing this, you can push your account, your labs, your stones, whatever, during the week. And let me know if you've tested this out in the comments section below. I'm kind of curious. But now on to the meat and potatoes of this. The ultimate weapons. I plan to do an ultimate weapon poll during this video. My problem is I don't know which one I'm going to do. And I will explain. I'm just trying to get over to it. Where is it? Aha, here we go. So it's $17.50 for a new ultimate weapon. My problem is I had the poison swamp, and I know spotlight is for damage. I know the comment section is going to light up like rap, do spotlight, do spotlight. But hear me out for a moment. I had many tests during the week where the perk bonus was either I got a spotlight or I got poison swamp. And basically, on multiple occasions, I had great synergy with poison swamp. It helped slow the bosses. It pushed me further into the waves. At least with my current setup, that's how it worked. I also had spotlight, so I kind of got both. Yes, it did boost my damage, but the downfall is it was only noticeable damage whenever the spotlight beam was in line with the attack. Otherwise, I really didn't see much in terms of taking me further progressing into the wave. I know both of the ultimate weapons that I just said are severely unbuffed and would require a ton of stones to shine, both of which I would plan to do. I do like Poison Swamp because of the stun and AoE damage. And then pairing that with the Chrono Field and Chain Lightning, it's hard to describe the synergy, but it flows so nice. And, pairing that with like a top tier spotlight, that could be a dangerous combination. But the problem is, if you look, I only have 2,100 stones. So I think we're going to pull an ultimate weapon. Like it or hate it, I will be stuck with it. We're going to pull Poison Swamp. The next ultimate weapon is 2,400. We will visit that later. I figured before I wrap up this video, we could have some fun. I got to complete my mission board, so let's just go over to that. It says to complete 80 card pulls. So I have enough gems. Where's that at? 80, yeah. Buy 20 cards. We're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. Because as you guys remember from the last video, I am still missing 6. So let's just pull. 1, 2. I think for the next one, I'll just do the skip and, oh, that's nice. We'll just pull them quick because this will take too long if I don't. 9, 10. Oh, I wish that was up more. All right, cool. We'll just do it this way. And yeah, there's 20. Yep. And we'll just go skip. See what we got. Ooh, the cash got some love. The range, not bad. Hopefully we'll get some new cards. I would like to, but you don't get those until you 5-star these or 6-star these. So 3, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Skip. Coin, yay. Some more. I know you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to do with the leftover gems, but I will probably keep those for... I'd really like to unlock another card slot. I get tired of pulling the cards and switching them throughout my run. We'll just skip. We'll do one more, see where we're at. I know I've got to be getting close. Look at that, baby. We got second wind. That's a new card. That's awesome. Let's go back to the mission board for a second. I don't know how many more I need. Claim, claim. Oh, we did it. We cleaned it up. But since we're over here, let's go ahead and purchase some things out of the event shop. Real quick, I do buy this event thing. I think getting these tokens here are quite worth it. So let's go ahead and get over to the event shop. I've got 2,000 medals. Let's purchase the background. Yay! Let's purchase the tower theme. Yay! And remember, they do stack, so it's important to do that. Let's get the last song bit. And the rest of these, we're just going to give Golden Bot a whole lot of love. We're going to just put it into range. 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 That's 3 taps. I think maybe I'll do 2 taps into bonus. 1, 2. And if anything left over, we'll do... Well, there we go. We did 3 into range and 3 into bonus. And finally, let's wrap this up over into the guild. So there I am somewhere on here. Rappaport, where am I at? Right here. So there we are. See, rank 27th. We do get all of these boxes, so let's open up those first. Ladies and gents, if you're not in a guild, get in one. These rewards are amazing. Look at that. 24 million coins, gems, tokens, bits. Over to the Guardian. I already unlocked that, but we're going to put some love into fetch. And if I... how do we do this? I don't really mess with... Oh, you just hold the button. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to put these bits into are the fine chance. We're just going to increase it as far as we can. I've got 535 bits. I don't know if you can see it. 535. You just hold the fetch button down. So cooldown, we'll do maybe 100 into that. See, it's slow going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now we're down to 353 bits. Let's make this an even 105. And the fine chance, we're just going to go until I have no more bits. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I got 40 left. Let's do more into cooldown. Okay, and that is that. Let's go over to the store. I have 465 of those. Again, I think we're going to get this tower, the pixel soldier, and I think we'll get the background. I think we'll get the profile banner, and I think we'll get the menu. And I think that will wrap it up. So thank you so much for spending time with me and watching my tower grow. If you like the journey we're on, please consider giving me a like and follow. And with that said, Rappaport signing out.